Wrestling fans, now into another match. Abdullah the Butcher against Fabulous Lance, and he once known throughout the United States, Canada, Australia as Lance Von Erich when he was with the Fritz. And for those identifying purposes, we do have to mention that he was known with that last name.
Well, yeah, you got to mention that, Ugo, but you know, the fact of the matter is that he never really was a Von Erich, and that was always brought out too. So, you know, whatever opinion people want to make is their own opinion, but the fact of the matter is he's in there against a madman from the Sudan, and hey, he backed him up a little bit there. And Lance, the Fabulous Lance, does know a little bit of martial arts. He can kick a little bit and chop a little bit, but I think he's got his work cut out for him against Abdullah the Butcher.
Wearing no boots against a man that has the loaded both Sudanese boots and the 500 pounds. I think it's disadvantage to this young wrestler. Lance in trouble. And here we have Abdullah the Butcher doing what he does best, inflicting more pain. As the match is already just about 2 minutes, he's already doing some damage to the head of Fabulous Lance.
Well, I tell you, it doesn't take the Butcher long to get into the flow of things, so to speak. Like you said, about 2 minutes before he takes over and starts inflicting punishment. And it won't surprise me if in a couple of minutes he doesn't pull out that fork and start going to work on Lance's head. But right now he seems to be content with just applying a nerve hold and trying to get him to subdue a little bit so he can weaken his opponent and then go to work on him for good.
Okay, Abdullah the Butcher stopping Fabulous Lance here, and this young wrestler, with the great ability that he has to move around, has found himself not going anywhere with the pressure applied by Abdullah the Butcher. And we also have the strange case of the TV truck having the mics open, and some of the camera crew, they are talking to each other without them knowing that the mics were open, commenting on the fact that this young kid Lance was in for the beating of his life. So even the camera crew was sympathetic to the fact that this kid was in a world of trouble.
Well, you know, he'd never been in the ring with Abdullah the Butcher, I don't think, and he probably didn't really know what he was getting himself into, but now it looks like he's trying to do a little bit of damage on Abdullah himself. You got to give Lance a little credit here. He got in the ring, he knew what he was getting himself into, maybe not all the way, but still he's not intimidated to the point where he can't show a little offense. But right now both men look like they're a little worn out, so to speak.
Okay, Abdullah's back its turn, which only means one thing. He might be going out for one of his foreign objects, and yes, he does! Right to the center of the head of Fabulous Lance. Referee Ricky Vargas checking things out here, and already a lot of blood gushing out from the forehead of Fabulous Lance, and Abdullah with that foreign object one more time. Boy, he's got the kid in trouble.
Well, like I told you, Hugo, it doesn't take him long to pull out the foreign object and go to work on the head. And you can see Lance Von Erich, or Fabulous Lance, whatever you want to call, is bleeding profusely from the head. He's a little disoriented. He doesn't really know where he's at. The referee's trying to check.
Okay, and the doctor coming really close to the ring. Now. You saw Hector Gonzalez, the doctor, coming around worried about the way the blood was just gushing out of this young wrestler. Mind you that the Fabulous Lance, top-ranked wrestler at the time when this match was taking place, had just come out from 30-minute draw with the NWA's heavyweight champion Ric Flair in Dallas, Texas at the stadiums. So it wasn't like he was an inferior opponent to Abdullah. But then again, the style of Abdullah can even make the top wrestler that this kid is make inferior to him.
Well, you know, Abdullah the Butcher has only one game plan. He has only one way to go and one way to do things. And if you go in the ring and try to make sure he doesn't do it, but he's such a big man, he's such a wily veteran, he's been in there, he's done it so many times that you really can't help but fall into his pattern or the way he likes to carry on a match. And just like right now, he's got Lance tied up, he's got him busted open, he's used the object, he's punching away on the forehead, it's bleeding profusely. I mean, this is an Abdullah the Butcher match, a sadistic match, a barbaric match, a kind of match that needs to be stopped once and for all so it doesn't happen again and hurt people like this.
Okay, the referee should stop this match right here. There's no sense on continuing. This referee has been hit. Hits down. Oh my goodness. Look at this, more blood. Ricky Vargas still trying to Stop Abdullah. And look at Fabulous Lance in trouble here. Abdullah not listening to the referee. Referee should stop the match. He should stop the match right here.
Well, I tell you, Hugo, Abdullah doesn't even know what the referee's saying right there. He has no clue as to what's being said by the referee. The referee is totally powerless. Like I said, throughout this tape, Ricky Vargas seems like he always draws.
Okay, another disqualification. Here we go.
Yeah,
one more disqualification.
But it doesn't stop the Butcher. It doesn't stop him from inflicting pain. Look, he's got a piece of wood or something pounding on the head of the Fabulous Lance. He's bleeding profusely. Ricky Vargas can't stop him.
And look at the way he digs that stick right on the side of the head of Fabulous Lance, and now he hits the referee with it. And he got fined some money for this behavior. Look at Abdullah the Butcher. He's all over Fabulous Lance. Referee Ricky Vargas attempting to stop this action by Abdullah the Butcher, but there's no way to stop this man.
Oh no, you can see the referee trying to signal for other wrestlers.
Hit right on the head again.
Look at the bloody mess that Fabulous Lance is in. I mean, you know, what can you say? This guy can be fined all he wants to. He's got so much money that it doesn't make any difference to him. Sure, he'll shell out a couple $1,000s if he can get back in the ring and cause more pain.
Oh, he got hit back. Another referee comes in, attempting to stop Fabulous Lance getting hurt more here. But things are not going the way referees want it. Finally,
hey, he had that coat hanger, Hugo. I didn't really see that come out, but he had
with all that blood and with the stick and with the referee getting hit.
Now he's going after Abdullah the Butcher, and
this kid is crazy.
I tell you, he's crazy by the loss of blood. Hey.
Maybe the weather in Dallas affected this kid's behavior, because out of no way I would have gone down to face this man to get more of a beating. He's crazy.
Well, I don't think it was the weather. I think it was Manhattan's, but that's beside the point. You know, he's bleeding profusely, and he's going crazy trying to go back at the Butcher. But, I mean, what are you going to do with a 500-pound man that just tore you to pieces?
Okay, fans, more action to follow immediately.
Que le caen los calzones al